Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Food Experience. Today's experience, I got a special one for you. I got sent a box set, a benefit box set of 4 sauces from the High Desert Sauce Company. I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Zach Perkins for sending them my way. And these retail for $60 for the full set, and they're totally worth it. I think they are, at least. All of his sauces are amazing. So, $10 or no less than $10 of each sale of these sauces is going to go to the Epilepsy Foundation. I think that's an awesome cause. It really is. So let's go ahead and check out what we got in this box. You will get 1 sticker and 1 pin. You'll get his contact information card, and then you also get this card right here thanking you for your support. Really cool, man. Class act all the way. Then you also get these 4 hot sauces. What could these sauces be? I'll tell you what, they are truly unique creations. Like, I've had hot sauces from a bunch of different companies, and usually like one is kind of like sort of like another. These are unique. These are handcrafted and unique. They're all gluten-free and they're all vegan, okay? So regarding this box set, there are only 150 produced, and you can purchase them by going to hdsauceco.com. I will post a link in my description down below. I would get on them while the getting's good before they're all sold out. Otherwise, he has a whole range of different hot sauces available. So the first one I'm going to go over is Hot or Adobo. And on his website, it basically tells you the mild side of extra hot. And the ingredients include vinegar, peppers, which include ancho, habanero, chocolate ghost, 7-pot douglas, chocolate bootla, BBM, and chocolate jigsaw, along with water, dates, cider vinegar, agave nectar, kosher salt, garlic granules, cumin, cinnamon, and Mexican oregano. Sounds like a lovely sauce to me, right? So let me go ahead and give it a good shake. Always give your hot sauces a good shake. And then we're going to open it up. So let's give a smell check. Yeah, it is a bit of a vinegar forward sauce. Peppers are right behind it. There's a lot of sweetness right after that. It's probably the dates. What was in here? There's also garlic. I know I'm smelling garlic, cumin. Yeah, garlic granules, cumin, cinnamon, Mexican oregano. Not really smelling the cinnamon too much. It could be there just to kind of soften the deal up, you know, make everything come together. All right, so let's see how the pour is. Wow, this is a thick one, folks. Yeah, it's like Heinz, man, that anticipation. Here it comes. It is like super, super duper thick. Look at that, huh? There we go. Wow, that is a big spoonful, I'll tell you what. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Vinegar. The peppers. Can't really pick out the different peppers, but they're there. They're like right there. Like, as soon as you taste the vinegar, you get blasted with peppers. The dates there. Cumin definitely there. Garlic definitely there. The cinnamon, it's not really too detectable, okay? I think it's just used to kind of bring everything together, like I mentioned. There comes the heat. It's definitely a little bit of a creeper. I didn't really feel the heat at first when it hit, but now it's kind of definitely building upward. And it definitely has some good super hots in there. Like, if you're not used to the super hot peppers, you're going to find this really hot. Now, for me, still letting it build a little bit. I'm at a good like 2 out of 10 in heat. But I think the average person that's not used to super hots would probably say this is anywhere from like a 6 to a 10 in heat. I mean, it really depends on your tolerance. It's getting even higher, you know. It's almost ranging towards a 3 for me. The flavor, though. The flavor is fantastic. The next one I got is Not Mama's Chamoy. Heat rating, mild side of extra hot. So it's definitely the milder side of the extra hot, just like the last one. And the ingredients include raspberry, local orange blossom honey, chocolate peppers, which include ghost, 7-pot douglas, bootla, BBM, and jigsaw, along with vinegar, water, and sea salt. Definitely sounds like a good one, right? Raspberry forward. So you can kind of use this as a dessert sauce. Might even go good with chips, I'm thinking. You know, it's a little bit more of a specialized sauce than the last one. But let's go ahead and break it open. Woo! Them raspberries just jump right out at you, I'll tell you what. Local orange blossom honey. I was going to say there's some natural sweetness to this. The vinegar's there, I can smell it. Then water and sea salt, so not going to really be able to smell them. But it's definitely a raspberry forward sauce, okay? And man, this is going to be a good dessert sauce. It might go good on some other things as well. You'd be surprised, you know? But it's definitely going to be a sweeter sauce. And I'll show you how the pour is. This one's really loose. Okay, here we go, down the hatch. That raspberry is like right there in your face. If you love the taste of raspberries, you are absolutely going to love this. I think this will even go good on fruit, you know? And there is a sweetness from that honey. It definitely blends well with the raspberry. There's a certain little bit of saltiness to kind of give a contrast to the sweetness. The peppers are there. I think this one maybe not quite as hot as that hotter adobo, to be honest. It's still hot, okay? Like, if you're not used to these type of super hots, it's going to be hot. But I'm definitely like at a 2, where the other one was like a 2, kind of going upwards of a 3, you know? This one I'm more like at a 2. Definitely way past a 1. The flavor, though. The flavor is absolutely dynamite. I can't wait to see how good this pairs with different things. The next 2 I'm going to go over are definitely going to be hotter. So the first one I'm going to go over is Bad Tempered Berry. And what it says on the website is heat rating extra hot. And ingredients include blueberry, vinegar, scorpion pepper, banana, cider vinegar, agave, sea salt, and coriander. So this is kind of like a reimagined version of his BBSB, which I have had before. So let's do a smell check. Wow, that blueberry and the banana, they kind of jump right out at you. So what, this has got scorpion pepper, okay. Cider vinegar, yeah, I definitely detect the vinegar. I'm not sure what agave smells like or coriander. They're kind of way at the bottom, but you can tell there's some other spices in here, and it smells really good. And definitely smells more like a dessert sauce, possibly for a salad, depending on what you have in the salad. Really hard to say. But let's check out the pour, shall we? Okay, so this one's like a medium thickness, right? And it definitely has kind of a purple tint to it, I will say. Let's give it a taste test. Definitely has some particles in there. So did the chamoy with the raspberry. There were a little bit of raspberry particles. The blueberry just jumps right out at you. The banana's definitely there. And you taste these other components that I'm just not familiar with. Probably the agave and the coriander, I'm imagining. So I'm like waiting for the heat. It's not really quite building up. It could be the fact that I did both of those other sauces prior to this, but it's really good. The flavor is dynamite. Definitely very fruity, blueberry, banana up front. Can't wait to sample this on a thing or two. So, yeah, I mean, so far we're all looking good with these sauces. Flavors are dynamite. Let's move on to the final one. The final one is called Cold Brewed Chaos. This one has me a little bit worried on 2 different levels, and I'll explain why. Just give it a good shake. And let's go ahead and open it up. And before I smell it, I'm going to go over the ingredients and heat level. And that's kind of what concerns me here. So, what we got on this one is heat rating extreme. And it even has a warning. This sauce is extremely hot. Please use with caution. Keep away from children and pets. Use at your own risk. That's what it says. So, has me slightly worried there. Now, as far as the ingredients go, peppers. There are equal parts of chocolate bootla, 7-pot dougla, and scorpion, along with vinegar, And here's what scares me. Cold brewed coffee. And in parentheses it says water and fair trade coffee. I'm not a coffee achiever. I really don't care for the taste of coffee. It's hard to say how I'm going to interpret this, okay? There is a good chance that I may not like it just straight off the spoon, but I might like it with what I have planned next. After that, we got cider vinegar, agave, organic black garlic, salt, orange peel, and elderberry. Oh yeah, this is definitely in-your-face coffee. It's got a certain darkness to it, and the vinegar is definitely there. It does have a little bit of a garlic presence. Not smelling any orange peel or elderberry. I'm not sure what elderberry is, but yeah, I mean, it's got a strong coffee presence, but right behind it are those peppers that I mentioned. Definitely. And let's go ahead and do a taste test, right? And first, we're going to see how it pours as well. Okay, so this one, not quite as thick as the hotter adobo, but just right behind it. It's definitely a fairly thick sauce. And here we go, 1, 2, 3. Definitely has some chunks in it. The coffee's like right there. And it's not grossing me out as I thought it would. It really isn't. And the garlic's definitely there. The peppers are definitely there. As far as it being extreme heat, I'm letting it build some because it's definitely building. And I can always tell, like if I take my tongue and I press it up against the roof of my mouth, if something's like super hot, your tongue will like kind of be invigorated and you'll feel like a burning sensation. And I'm definitely getting that with this. And it is still building a little bit. I feel some sweat. So I definitely think this is the hottest out of all of them. I'm definitely getting up to like a 4. I mean, just because of the sweat, the sting, it's like a certain sting. I mean, all of them have a certain tongue sting to them. This one's also hitting the back of the throat a little bit. Hotter adobo also did that as well. But this is like really stingy on the tongue. Yeah, I'm definitely like at a 4. I almost feel like little tears coming. Not quite, but I kind of almost feel that, you know? So that's why I'm giving it a 4 out of 10 in the heat department. As far as the flavor goes, you're going to have to be a coffee lover to thoroughly enjoy it. It might be good on what I have in store, though, I'll tell you what. It's still building. I'm just going to let you know it is still building. Definitely a solid 4. So, all right. All of these definitely pass. They're all really good, well done, well crafted sauces. There's a lot of depth going on to them. It's not like just like initially what you taste, that's what's there. Wow, I'm like drooling. Definitely a 4 out of 10. Almost a little bit hotter than that. So yeah, definitely double thumbs up on these. Now let's go ahead and do some food sampling. I'm going to go over these in the same order I went over them before. So we got hotter adobo. What I've done is made a couple chicken wings. And I've dumped a bunch of sauce into this container and give them a good shake. That way they'll get thoroughly coated. So there's a look at the wings. What I've done is cook them with just salt and pepper. And as you saw, I just totally thoroughly soaked them in the hotter adobo. All right, here we go. Great flavor. All the same flavor notes. Got a sweetness from the dates, the garlic's there. The sauce is absolutely delicious on chicken wings. I'll tell you what, the sweetness of the dates combined with the garlic, a little bit of saltiness. Then again, I did use salt and pepper on the wings. What a perfect combination it is. Definitely a thumbs up on this one. Let's go ahead and move on to the next sauce. Now it's time for a taste test of Not Mama's Chamoy. And I'm thinking like, what would this pair well with? Because it is kind of like a fruity sauce. I'm I'm not really used to chamoy sauces. So what I did is I went ahead and went to my store yesterday, got some strawberries. Boy, this is a big honking strawberry. And I got some raspberries. I figure it's a raspberry-based sauce. Dipping a raspberry into a raspberry-based hot sauce just brings out the raspberry that much more. The heat level is definitely there. Like I said, this one is like a 2 out of 10 in heat on my heat scale, you know. I think it's definitely going to be hot enough for most people. Most people are probably not used to sauces this hot unless they are a chili head. But most chili heads will be happy with this, I'm pretty sure. So, all right, let's go ahead and try it with this big honking strawberry. Here we go. Oh, that's interesting. So what I get is like a nice raspberry strawberry effect. This strawberry is so juicy. Wow. It's good. And I will say that the more I am eating of the sauce, instead of just a spoonful, the heat does seem to be rising. Also, I want to note, as I'm swallowing the food, now my throat is totally starting to light up. Before it was just a little bit of a mouth burn. And it's definitely got my throat really good right now. All right, so that about sums it up with Not Mama's Chamoy. Awesome. And that heat is definitely building. I mean, maybe even a little bit more than a 2 now, now that I've sampled more than just a spoonful. So all right, let's go on to the next one. Bad Tempered Berry. Give this a bit of a shake. I imagine, you know, it might be good on desserts. You know, maybe some turnovers or possibly some ice cream. And I was going to try it with that, but I'm all fresh out of ice cream. I thought I had some. But I'm also thinking, how about a salad? You know, use it as a salad dressing. So I have kind of a mixed greens thing right here with some carrots. And let's go ahead and pour some on there. Right? I haven't had a salad in a while. I'm kind of a junk food junkie, I'm going to admit. But every now and then, got to have some greens, right? All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, interesting. That was a very worthwhile idea, and it was just something I thought of at the last minute. Thumbs up on that. Also, the level of heat, definitely rising up. As I ate bite after bite of that salad, I'm definitely well over a 3 right now. I think I said I was at around a 3 when I was reviewing it from the spoon, but you keep eating it, man. That stuff keeps building up and up and up. And I definitely feel like spikes on the tongue, like total sting, you know? Wow. All right, try one last thing. Because I am a junk food junkie, how about on a Twinkie, right? I'm just going to do a little bit. Because I have one more after this, and it's going to be a little heavier. So here we go. I loaded a good amount on the Twinkie. All right. Definitely goes really good on the Twinkie. It also definitely seals the deal on the fact that I said it would be a good dessert sauce, because a Twinkie is like a dessert. And wow, that heat is definitely building. I'm almost getting tears from it. Definitely at like a 4 out of 5 right now on my heat scale. Wow, total mouth burn, sweat, tears. Definitely got a tear coming out here. It's a delicious sauce, okay? All of these so far are like super delicious on everything I've tried them on and by themselves. So let's move on to that last and final sauce. We are down to the last one. Time for some cold brewed chaos. And what I've done this time is I made a New York steak. Came out to perfection. And yeah, I heard it's really good on beef. So let's see how it is. And let's give it a try. That actually works really well together. I'm the kind of person that doesn't normally ever use steak sauce. I prefer a good rub, but this works really well together. Oh yeah, and there comes that heat. A little bit of a delayed reaction. That is so good. And I don't even like coffee, okay? But I'll tell you what, Zach from High Desert Sauce Company somehow managed to get rid of all the bitterness that coffee has. and incorporate it with the other flavors to make this amazing sauce. Cold Brewed Chaos. Man, I'm going to use that bottle, absolutely. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about my favorites, okay? My absolute favorite of this bunch is the Hotter Adobo. Really love that, okay? Next, I'm going to put the Cold Brewed Chaos, to be honest. After that, the Bad Tempered Berry, and Not Mama's Chamoy. That's just my personal favorites. You know, your order may be different. You may see it totally different. That's the thing. We all have different tastes, and tastes are subjective. So, what do I think overall? Are these a hit, or are these a miss? Tell you what, double thumbs up, food experience approved. Go check these out at hdsauceco.com. Like I said, I will drop a link in the description down below. Make sure to get on it while you still can, only 150 sets. And don't forget that no less than $10 of each set is going to be donated to the Epilepsy Foundation. I think that's really awesome that Zach did that. So I think we're about out of here, folks. Also, go ahead and check out his other sauces. All good stuff over there at High Desert. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please drop me a line down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I mean, all of these sauces are really good, but they're all really hot. So you're going to have to like really hot sauces, okay? And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I got all kinds of good stuff coming up. And with that said, I'm going to wish you all a very stellar day. Be excellent. And most of all, remember me. I am KJ Andy O, your food experience host with the most. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.